What's up, everybody?
What's up?
And welcome back to Mommy Confessions.
Confessions.
Oh my goodness. It has been, what, a 2-year hiatus?
2-year hiatus. We have been fiending to get back in the studio.
Yes. The pandemic kind of made it really hard. We were all dealing with our own stressors.
Honey.
I was like, I can't do it anymore.
The cheering, the schooling, the homeschooling.
It was a lot. Ooh. It was so much. However, even though this is the first one me and Quin are filming together, this is actually the second episode. So this might be why you're getting all this crazy energy.
Honey, we are here. We are live. We are excited.
Absolutely. So excited to bring it back. I believe Mommy Confessions is needed more than ever.
I agree.
Right? Just a place for us to have honest conversations.
Yes.
About
a place
motherhood.
to laugh, a place to feel like you belong.
Yes.
You are included. You are thought of. You are not forgotten.
You are not forgotten.
You're not forgotten.
No. Now, this is your first time watching Mommy Confessions. Mommy Confessions was a passion project of mine that I started back when my twins were 1.
Little.
They are 8 years old now. Or they may have been 2. So it's been a couple of years, and it's been through a couple of iterations. The last iteration, I brought on my 2 girlfriends, Quin Walters being one, and the other is Dinora Walcott. And I was like, I just want us to be able to have like really great conversations about womanhood, motherhood, and all the things that you can only really have with your good girlfriends.
Right. We know what's going on.
Yeah.
We understand. One another.
Yes.
On a deep level, on a motherly level, on a friendship level, on all the levels. Hair, honey, nails. We're here. Baby bottles, the boobs. We're here.
We are here. We will also have special guests. We have had them in the past. We'll have them again. You can watch Mommy Confessions on YouTube, but not on That Chick Angel TV where it was before. It'll be on Mama Likes YouTube channel.
Come on, Mama Likes YouTube channel.
I'll be uploading some of the old episodes too, so you can watch them there, as well as on Facebook, on the Mommy Confessions Facebook page, as well as everywhere a podcast can be found.
Come on, Angel.
Yeah.
Woman extraordinaire, mother
Listen,
extraordinaire.
we out here. We trying to do the things that we do and do it. Wow.
They're getting done.
So I kind of, because this is our first episode recording, I keep wanting to ask you questions that I know I want to wait for the actual first episode.
Yes.
So we're actually just going to jump into our first topic, which is Hot Mama. It's a new little segment that we're trying out on Mommy Confessions. If you all are watching, you can see Quin is stunning. Okay, she never comes out the house looking a mess. What did your daddy teach you? Was it your dad that taught you to always look?
My daddy, he told me, he said, you always look your best when you step out the door. And so, I took that to heart.
To heart is an understatement. I ain't never. Quin could have 3 strains of COVID.
Good night.
And she's still going to look like
Angel.
She's still going to look like what?
Like Quasimodo.
No, you're not. No, ain't never happened. Will never happen. So Hot Mama is where we're going to talk a little bit about, we'll let Quin lead the discussions because she has more, knowledge in this arena, is where we'll talk about moms in fashion, and specifically celebrity moms that have been causing us our mouths to drop open.
Honey.
Or maybe they're doing some don'ts that you're like, do not do this.
We have a few.
Yes. So tell us who we talking about today.
Well, I have to give some love and some props to Miss Keke Palmer, y'all.
Ooh.
She is a hot mama right now. Let me tell you something.
Tell us something.
Okay, when Keke Palmer steps out, baby, for the Met Gala, darling, in that gown with the mamas, tatas, spilling over, but very classy, honey. The hair was old school Hollywood glam.
Yes.
Makeup to perfection. I said, Keke, who? Excuse me,
right?
ma'am.
She looked amazing.
I was done. I'm telling you, I could not catch my breath, Keke. Let me tell you, from me to you, mama to mama, you slayed, you killed. And then she turned around and had a cat suit on, baby. Body was bodying.
Yeah, her body looked great.
One piece, okay? Motherhood has done you well, ma'am, okay? All the baby weight, we love it.
We love it. We love it.
And she had another look that I jaw dropped, this blue gown.
Was this for the Met Gala? What was it for?
This she was at a premiere. I feel like it was
I'm about to look it up. Kiki
Daria
Palmer
was
blue
there.
Gown.
It
It's for her music. It just happened. You're talking about something that just happened.
It just happened. I'm talking about brand new.
Ooh, wait a minute. No, this can't be her because she looked 12 in this one. She looked so young.
Let me see. But
this.
No, that's not it.
Yeah,
that's
no.
It's a newer. It's a newer one. It's a strapless gown, honey. It's blue and it's brand new. And when I saw it, mouth dropped open yet again. And I'm like, so Kiki, you just gonna slay us day in and day out? This is gonna be the norm. Okay, let me get ready, please and thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm here for it. Every single thing she's been doing lately.
You know, Keke Palmer. Oh, here it is. Here. Oh my God! Today, the tatas is tatayin.
They tatayin. Okay?
Oh, I cannot wait. Put it on camera too,
baby. The body is in all the right places.
I'm gonna make sure Aubrey puts this picture in on the screen, so if you're watching, you'll be able to really see it. She looks amazing.
But even the glam, the hair, the makeup, the nails, everything just comes together in all her looks, and I'm here for it.
The fact that you notice the nails are fire. Quin notices all the details. It's all in the details. So tell me, what about her look makes her your hot mama?
It's the fact that she just had a baby, right? Like I don't know, like the uterus may still be healing.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And she's so pulled together, and it's inspiring. It's like, okay, you can just have rolled out of bed and taken your hospital gown off and put on a designer gown, and look stunning. And she just looks so confident and just so in her skin. And
she really does look good.
I feel like mommyhood does that. I feel like it did it to me. I felt so beautiful when I was pregnant. I felt the most beautiful.
You were gorgeous when you were pregnant. Honest. For those of y'all who want to know, it was her big boss premiere for Key TV.
Okay.
That's what it was. I know some people in the Patreon comments were saying Little Mermaid, but it was Key TV.
Yes.
And she looked great.
Ooh.
Well, you looked great pregnant, though. I was so shocked at how small everything on you was besides your stomach.
The thing is, I was expecting to Kiki. Like Kiki just did.
Like Kiki.
I expected to Kiki. But I did stay slim. But regardless of big, small, bulging out, whatever it was, I felt beautiful in my skin. With that baby inside of me, I don't know. It just does something to you. At least it did it to me.
It definitely did it to you. It did not do that for me for my first one, but I looked like a monster.
Good night. You did not.
To me, I looked like a big monster, and I was just like, oh well. But that's what I was used to, though. We in my family, typically, we're not at our prettiest when we're pregnant, and that's no shade. They would all say the same.
The glow. Every woman has the glow.
They look like grease.
Good night.
That's what the glow looked like. It got better as I had more kids, like because I knew how to finesse it. But like, no.
I cannot stand you.
Like, cause your nose, did it grow when you were pregnant?
No, my nose.
See, you kept your little petite nose. I had a Hoover vacuum cleaner attached to the front of my face.
You get on my nerves.
Listen, that's just how I felt. That is what it was like. So, women, you were saying because there's how she looks more confident.
It just seems like she's standing taller, and it's just this swag, and it's like she knows. She's like, I'm here. I am Mother Kiki, and I'm here. I've arrived, and I just feel like she's exuding that. You can feel that. You can see it. You can smell it. She just looks so good. Mm-hmm.
She definitely looks more like a woman. We've watched Kiki grow up.
Literally.
Like since Akila and the Bee,
since was barbershop too. We were in barbershop too together. Kiki, yeah, Chantel, let's go.
Period.
But yeah, since she was little,
and even though she's been a grown woman for a while, I still think a part of our culture is she's Keke Palmer. She's not Keke Palmer, the like grown ass woman, but like Keke Palmer, the child starlet. But there's something about when you cross over that threshold of becoming a mother where we're just like, all right now. Okay, you was a woman. You here. And that woman weight look different.
Good. Beyonce body did the same.
Yes, it did.
She
thicked up. She became little chunk in all the cute ways.
And she owns it.
Yeah.
She owns it. And I think that's what makes it so beautiful.
Yes. Well, that was hot, Mama. So let us know what you think about the new segment, and if there's something that you think we should tweak. Again, Mommy Confessions is coming back, and it's coming back different, new, refreshed. Not so much like a facelift, but a good facial is what it feels like. Mommy Confessions.
I can dig that.
Yes, a little bit of something of that. Now, typically we start each episode off with a confession on Mommy Confessions, but now we're about to do it now. This confession can be something funny, it can be something serious, but confession is good for the soul. And here we be confessing all things on Mommy Confession. We be. So my confession is I have been slacking on what I should be eating right now in this journey. Like yesterday, I have went to the drive-thru twice this week. I haven't been through a drive-thru besides Starbucks.
You can't miss a drive-thru.
Random shit that I don't need.
Like what?
I went to Wendy's. When I tell you I ain't been to Wendy's in probably 8 years. Oh, no. Well, I think we went one time while I was on tour. Yeah. But like Wendy's, when I have options, is not an option. But what happened is I went to a Walmart.
Okay.
And I was hungry, and this Walmart is in the hood. And I was like, oh, I need something to eat. And I went, and I was just going to get a little fry.
A little fry.
Little fry.
Ain't never just a little fry.
I got some little spicy chicken sandwich that had little fried onion strings on there. It was actually pretty good.
That's when Wendy's got the fried onion
strings. I said, okay, bougie. And then I also got like this blueberry lemonade of some sort. It was, I was like, Angel, why are you doing this twice?
Sis.
Twice I have gone through the drive-thru, and that is not, even at my biggest, I was not eating at the drive-thru.
But it was good, though.
It was good. So I don't know what, like, I know I'm coping with something. I haven't figured it out because I need to stop.
Is that what it is?
Yes, food is definitely one of my coping mechanisms. That's why my weight will yo-yo. Okay. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm coping with, but I better figure it out before I'm over here doing these 5 a.m. workouts for nothing.
Plateauing just.
So I need to confess it because maybe I'll stop doing it.
Well, 2 times is not doing. You did twice.
Yeah, so the drive-thru is just one problem of the eating. I'm just confessing that part.
You got other parts.
I got other parts that actually are a part of it. But this is how I know I've gone too far.
Because you didn't put it in the drive-thru.
Oh, yeah.
You at the bottom now.
Yeah. I started from the bottom, and I will be here if I do not. I just the bottom is getting bigger, and I'm just like, no. And speaking of, I was just saying, because I saw Beyonce pictures of her being on tour, and System dropped all the weight.
Yeah, she's back to pre-baby B.
Yes, and so now I got to come on because I felt comfort in the thickness because she was thick.
Listen,
and now she done left us.
Do not try to calculate your levels and measure up your body to the don't do that.
I'm gonna do it.
Don't do
and
that.
I have, because she didn't have the twins. Now she didn't have the 4. She stopped. She knew better. But yeah, and still I was just like, we here together, girl, in this thick, thick chicks. Gotta jump to get my jeans on. All that. She said it. Now she ain't jumping to get her jeans on.
Not. They're sliding on.
They're sliding on.
With the button closed.
Yeah. That's not the life I'm living in these size 14. So I'm going to try before I see her in concert, I think in July.
Okay.
To like,
you have.
Yeah, I just need to get the food together. I'm going to meet her where I'm not going to I ain't never met her where she was at. But I'm gonna meet her enough to be able to join the conversation.
I can sit in the room.
Yeah, I can be like, girl, it's so hard when you're a mom. I want to be able to like say those things as well. Yeah,
you're already there, sis.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're already there, and she's gonna love you no matter what.
Listen, I'm gonna love her no matter what.
We love you.
Come on, thank you. So, what's your confession, baby?
Oh, my confession is a little embarrassing. So my daughter's 9 years old, not 9 months, not 9 days. And I still have her stroller and car seat.
For what? Oh. I mean, okay, now it's not bad if you're not putting her in those things, are you?
She does not
Okay.
get in those things.
Okay, because I was about to be like,
clear.
I was about to be like, oh no, Quinn.
My daughter is my height, so she's not.
Okay.
I'm 5'7". She's like 5 feet tall.
She is a tall girl.
She might be 5. She might be 4'10", 4'11".
She's 5 feet. She tall girl.
So she's not in those items. However, there's some type of sentimental thing going on. I just don't want to get rid of them.
I get it.
Like the car seat was a gift from my big brother and mentor, Earthquake. And so I'm just like, oh, Quake.
Ooh, so you got a good, nice one. What you got?
A
Nuna?
Kiko, honey.
Okay,
A
so
Kiko.
I wouldn't give it away either.
And it lasted until she was like 5, 6 years old because it grows with the baby. So it's newborn all the way till, big kid. And so she sat in it, honey, all the way until she couldn't sit in it anymore. And then the stroller is just for groceries now. It's such a sturdy, good, strong stroller. And it folds down, so it's perfect. I don't have to get a cart, a wagon. I can just use the stroller. So I have these baby items in my home, and it's taking up space. I need to get rid of it. That's what I need to do.
I get it. Marcus gets mad at me for holding on to certain baby things. Like anything someone has made my child, like clothing-wise, I'm keeping that little sweater. I'm keeping the little beanie.
The blankets, the socks. Yeah, I have a whole luggage of her baby clothes.
Well, and she used to dress.
I'm confessing too much. It's too much. You didn't ask me that.
Yeah, but
Erase,
still.
delete.
No, it's in
Backspace.
there. Aubrey, don't edit it out. It's in here. But it's all good. One day
Yeah.
you'll either get rid of it or you'll use it again if you so choose.
People are making quilted blankets
out of the baby's clothes.
I like that.
Well, see, girls' clothes is cute. If I made that out of my boys' clothes, that ugly ass blanket, I wouldn't even give that to an house person. Yeah,
turtles.
Don't nobody want that denim. I don't want a blanket that's all denim with big old Levi.
Green and gray.
Girl, it'd be so ugly. I'll be like, this is a tent. This is not a blanket. It's not a blanket at all. Oh, well, let us know what you confess it in the comments below. But we're going to move on to the main topic.
All right.
This main topic has to do with, me and Quinn are both in our fours.
Yes, we're in our fours, honey.
The air is clear up here. So we have been through, as far as in adulthood, we have been through 2 solid decades, and we're now in a third decade of our life. And I would love to know some of the lessons you've learned around womanhood, and I'll share my own as well. In your 20s, then in your 30s, then in your 40s.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's it's so amazing how many revelations I've had about myself in my 40s that I just completely would have been aghast to know in my 20s.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna go backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, the space that I'm in, I'm literally trying to retrain my brain to revert back to how I used to think in my 20s.
Ooh, tell me more.
So when I was in my 20s, I was brave. I was fearless.
Mm-hmm.
I was just go get 'em, Quinn. I was about that life. I moved from Chicago to LA, like 23 years old, green, but excited and bold and brave. And so that energy, that fearlessness, like I feel like I lost a lot of that.
Yeah.
I feel like over the years, being a mother and being responsible for another human being and all the bills and all the things.
Yeah.
You build a protective barrier around your feelings, around your thinking, around your creativity. And I feel like I've done that in a, I'm not going to say detrimental way, but just maybe just not, I've probably have gone a little bit too far. I wish I could, and I'm working on it, so I'm not going to say I wish. I am working on reeling that back and getting back to self, where I'm like, we here. The very thing we just talked about with Kiki and Beyonce, and just owning that space and getting back to that. Like I'm on a mission because I have, so many things come into your mind, like, can I do this? Should I do this? Or maybe that's not a good financial business move, or that's going to ruin me in 5 years, or whatever comes into the mind.
Yeah.
All the things that stop us.
Yeah.
You know, trying to be practical, trying to be, you know, responsible.
Right, responsible.
Those things can hold you back, and I didn't have all that on my shoulders when I was 20. I was, we out here, like, what? Go get a job here. Go do that. Go whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I just really am on a mission to get back to that space.
You know, it's the exact opposite for me.
Really?
Yes.
You feel more free.
Absolutely. I was a very responsible 20-something-year-old. I cared a lot about making sure I did what was right in the eyes of my mother, in the eyes of God, in the eyes of church. So a lot of the things that some people might have experienced in their 20s of being like a wild child, I was the responsible person. And now as I've gotten older, I care less and less about other people's opinions, which is very freeing. And it is, I feel more, more loud in my authenticity. Like, I will say I've always been myself. But I am a louder version of myself.
Come on.
And I don't mind my voice being extremely loud. I'm working on also the finessing and the just the balancing act of making sure I'm not deafening or not allowing someone else's voice to be heard, but I'm also not about to quiet myself in order for someone else's voice to be louder. I'm like, you're going to have to turn up your decibels then. Because, hey, girl, it's loud over here. And also in that being more vocal about what I actually feel. Because usually that is a very private thing to me. So most people will be like, Angel's emotionless. Angel don't be doing crying, da-da-da. I have feelings. I just don't express them outwardly.
Right.
So that's still a sacred place for me, but I have been able to articulate and put words to them better, which definitely was not a part of my 20s.
For sure. I can agree to that too, to that point. And when I say doing me, and I don't mean I was out here, you know, girls gone wild.
Even if you were, ain't nobody judging you here.
That wasn't that Freaknik, is what I'm saying. I was a baby at that time anyway. But anyway.
I found the pictures of me at Freaknik.
You was at Freaknik?
Not on purpose, girl. What? I found them, y'all. We were talking about it on Here's the Thing.
What happened?
Our orchestra at the high school went to Atlanta for a competition, and them white folk didn't know Freaknik was happening. I found the picture in the yearbook. I've got to share it, and I'm going to try to make sure.
You were at Freaknik.
Girl, yes. And I realized once we got there, I said, oh, no, I know what this is. This was, it says Lafayette Orchestra, right? Yes. And it says Takes Atlanta. We were there April 21st and 22nd in 1995. There is me with that little bitty bob.
Good night.
Holding my viola. Okay, I was responsible because I could have been out here in these Freaknik streets.
You were there.
I could have been playing the violas. Bent over, and making it clap. But I stayed in my hotel room.
Very good.
Yes. But no, I didn't have Freaknik years either.
Yes, no. So when I say that too, I mean I was braver to try things in my career. Yeah. Braver to explore different things, moving to another part of the country, all of that, those types of things. But always being Chi-Town.
Of course.
Never get rid of the Chi-Town. Always being that. And just so, but yeah, you know, as I've gotten older, just thinking about just being a little bit more cautious about business and about art and intentions and being really intentional. And I didn't necessarily have those particular bullet points in my 20s. And responsible, paying bills,
but
keeping
not
God first. Not embarrassing my mom and my daddy,
but braver.
I just had that. It was a different energy, and I really want more of that energy back. And one thing I do also, though, appreciate about where I am right now is my ability to say no.
Mm-hmm.
As a Cancer. We're both Cancers.
Yes.
Angel's always been. I've been trying to catch up to Angel.
Oh, I've
We're a
not
day
always
apart.
said no. We're a year and a day apart. Are we 2 years apart?
2 years.
Yeah, we're 2 years.
2 years.
2 years and a day.
One day. July 2nd, July 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And no is not that easy. It hasn't been. Now, as of late,
You get no.
I can say no.
You're like, I got that. So what?
I say no, thank you. I say no.
No, the politeness is always going to be there. So what about your 30s? What lessons did you learn then?
Oh, my 30s. Ooh. Well, I became a mother in my 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my 30s, I really learned a lot of tolerance, a lot of patience. And my daughter, just plain and simple. I mean, that's what I learned from becoming a mother.
Mm-hmm.
Just really, my listening skills increased, my patience expanded beyond, and my tolerance levels increased.
Mm-hmm.
There is a person who needs you. There is a person
Mm-hmm.
who has a voice with no words,
Mm-hmm.
who is trying to communicate with you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to center yourself, look at that baby, and communicate.
Yeah.
With love, with hugs, with kisses, with diaper changes, and titty and mouth. And so,
Come on, titty and mouth.
And so, that was just, I really enjoyed that period. I really enjoyed becoming a mother. That was, to me, still, I'm just like, greatest accomplishment, Quin. You did that.
You did that. I mean, you got a good one.
Brought a human into the world.
And you're an exceptional
God.
one at that. Exceptional.
What about you?
My 30s taught me that nothing was certain, and it taught me the power of my own words. And so in my 30s, I felt like a lot of things got shaken up in ways that I wasn't expecting, right? And I have always been an extremely optimistic person. And my 30s was like, get ready. Get ready. You can be as optimistic and hopeful as you want to, but sometimes things happen. And if you're not prepared for it, it can rock you in a way that you can't really recover from, right? You okay, friend?
Child.
Oh, hey. Listen, Mommy Confessions is a safe space.
Listen.
It's a safe space.
Angel, you be bringing stuff up that I be like, why is she going to say that?
You said, now hush, shut up now. Now hush it and shut it up and then shut it up.
That made me rehash things in my 30s. That's true, too.
My 30s was a rocky road. That's why I was so excited about my 40s.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think in our 20s, even though we're adults, there's still such a childlike view of the world that we have, unless we've had a lot of trauma that has like shaken us to the point where we're like, this is real. You know what I'm saying? So, because in my 20s is when I moved out to LA as well. But when I think about my 30s, I was married at the time. I already had one child. I became a mother to my other 3 children in my 30s. There were just so many things that happened that made me realize, one, how not permanent we are here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we have visions of our longevity. You know what I'm saying? That is, it's possible, if that is the Lord's will, if we make the decisions that allow us to be here longer. But sometimes it's not the case. So, and even like, decisions that we think are permanent,
right,
being just pushed right on off. You just like, no, I made plans off of that. I made plans off of that decision. So just having real realizations of, girl, what is you betting on? What are you placing your bets on? So I had to realize I had to stop betting on things outside of me, and I could only bet on things inside of me. So that's where my words became more important.
Absolutely.
Of speaking the things that I wanted to see, speaking speaking things that weren't in existence yet for myself, being a lot clearer on the fact that, if you want to live this certain life, you have to start living it. There is no, you thinking, one day I'm going to do this, one day I'm going to do that, all this stuff.
Where's the one day?
Where is the one day? So trying to match, I feel like by my 40s, I started matching the saying to the words. My 30s was really getting the words down.
Okay.
And speaking the things that I really, really wanted, and trying to remove those negative words that I would say. And then when I would see it happen, I'd be like, well, you shouldn't be surprised.
You put it into the universe.
You put it out there. So here you go. Mm-hmm. So that was, 30s, you talk about growing pains. That was my 30s, honey. I was like, goodness gracious. And I'm also not, what is it? Is it obtuse? I'm not unaware of the fact that my life wasn't like horrible. Like there are people who really went through a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There are people who went through cancer diagnosis and treatment. There are people who lost loved one after loved one after loved one in their life. So I'm not like unaware of the fact that my life wasn't terrible, but there was a lot of growing pains. There was a lot of lessons that I had to learn in really rough ways in my 30s that I was like, well, you ain't a kid no more.
Baby, the reality came heavy and hard in my 30s for me too, Angel.
Yeah.
I was married and I was divorced.
Mm-hmm.
And I got divorced I got married in my 20s, my late 20s, and I was divorced in my mid 30s. You know, you think, okay, so by this age, I'm going to have a house. Mm-hmm. By this age, I'm going to have this business going and flowing. By this age, I'm going to have more kids. By this age, all the things. Mm-hmm. And then life happens and divorce happens, and those things are not a part of the list.
Yeah.
So now creating a whole new list, creating a whole new set of goals, and setting forth a whole new set of intentions and things that I know that I want for my daughter.
Yeah.
That do not look like what it looked like before I had her.
Yeah.
Or while I was pregnant with her. Or when she first got here.
Yeah.
Reformulating what I know I want for myself.
Yeah.
Or what I thought I wanted for myself. But now since life has changed, being forced to reevaluate and reformulate something brand new.
Right. Right.
That's going to work. That's going to make sense. That's going to make me feel good. That's going to make me feel proud.
Yeah.
Of the decisions that I've made, that I will make going forward. And just like you said, Angel, it starts to now. I don't say today. I don't say
to now. Yeah.
To now.
Yeah.
Because when?
Right.
Because when? That date, that arbitrary date is just that. It's floating out there in the sky somewhere. But you have to grab a hold of when you are going to do something, when you want to see something happen, when you want to have results. It is all up to you. And so I have been on a journey, as you know. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Lord, I have been on a journey. I'm still on that journey. Yeah. It's I'm not off of it. Yeah. But I have come such a long way, and I'm so proud of myself because life was hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
And for anyone who has ever experienced divorce and, your family being turned upside down like that, is very jarring and it's very traumatic.
It's a death in its own. I have literally mourned my friends' marriages when they have gotten a divorce. Not because I didn't think this was the best decision for them to make of like terminating their relationship, but it is still there is something people can, I know in this newer generation coming up, they are redefining what relationships look like, redefining what commitments look like, and good for them. But there is something still to say about what marriage in the sense that we've known it to be. There is something about the weight of it. There's something about the union of two people that it's not something light. Like, I know people can take it like we got all these television shows where people marrying each other, they seen each other for the first time and they're just, whoop, whoop, you know. But there is something about the way a lot of people in my generation have approached marriage that there's a weight to it that is not that easy to just get out of it. And and I don't mean necessarily all in a bad way.
Yeah. Especially when there are children involved.
Oh, well, yeah, then that's a whole nother.
I don't think anyone goes into marriage. Well, maybe some people do.
Yeah.
Some people do with the intentions of getting divorced. I didn't go into it with that. Mm-hmm. So, trying to, understand what life means post and what it means to be a mother and split housing, time, all of that, you're figuring all of that out. And so while I definitely think this is the best possible situation for myself, for my ex, for my daughter, it was still a huge transition. Yeah. And so now that it's been, many years, I can, like I said, I can look back and I know that I've come a long way, and I'm very proud of myself. Mm-hmm. And I'm very happy with, how setup is, and my daughter is comfortable and very well taken care of. And so her happiness and her safety and her comfort is the most important thing to me. Amen. And so that is in order. We start there and then everything else. And so working on myself has been, paramount, and making sure that I'm in my space, in my place of comfort and of joy and of happiness and of light and of love, so that I can give that to her. Yeah. That's just like, let me make sure that's all in order. Lord, please bless us, and let's get all of that together, because she's only 9 and she has her whole life in front of her. Yeah. And she needs mommy whole and full and loving.
Listen, and mommy needs mommy whole.
And mommy needs mommy whole.
Mommy needs it.
That's exactly why, right? She can't get me unless I got me.
Yeah, exactly, fully. So last but not least, lessons that we learned in our 20s.
Lessons we learned in the 20s. You are worthy, Quin. You are worthy. Wow. Ooh, Angel.
Go ahead and feel what you feeling.
Okay, so being an artist, this is a field, this is a career choice that a lot of people who are not in it do not understand it. Mm-hmm. And what you may see for yourself and what you may dream for yourself can seem so far-fetched to people and so unattainable. Mm-hmm. And I always had it in me. I always knew that I wanted to act. I always had that in me since I was a little girl, since I was 6. And so hearing people not get it, not understand before I even moved to LA, and still making the move, and then starting to book and have an agent and a manager and then travel. And I learned then that I was worthy of all the things that I had inside of me as a kid. Mm-hmm. I was worthy of those things. Mm-hmm. And the power that I felt then is what has sustained me to this day. Uh-huh. Because I always go back to who that little 6-year-old girl was, but also who I was in my 20s when I had the bravery, despite what I heard people say, despite the doubt, and still moving. And it wasn't coming from my parents, by the way, let's be very clear, because Iris and Walter, honey, they were in full support. And I thank my parents. I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me in my dreams. But there was just other people. Yeah. And so, but knowing that at that time, ooh, that was juice. Mm-hmm. That was some good juice to have. Yeah. Because LA will eat you up and spit you out.
Surely will.
Especially when you're young and impressionable and new to the city and you don't have family here. So I always knew. I was like, I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be doing that. But yes, I had that confidence. I had that go get 'em spirit, and that's what I'm really trying to re-implement into self. Like the rawness of it. I still have it. I'm still about my business. I still get business handled. Still, active in my craft and my career, and just bringing back that raw that I had in my 20s. Yeah.
I don't know. I think for me in my 20s, I'm trying to remember, my 20s were such a whirlwind. I graduated from undergrad. I graduated from college. I got married. I started working on television. There was a lot of things I did. I feel like I knew the value of hard work, and I probably put too much value on it because I was out here working my ass off for everything that I got, everything I wanted. My life was unfolding a little differently, but it was the things that I had always wanted. Like yourself, I wanted to be an actress since I was like 5. I knew I wanted to be a wife. I knew I wanted to be a mother. All of those things happened in my 20s. So my 20s were fire. They were like lit, and the body was looking good, even though I didn't really recognize it. There were a lot of good things happening in my 20s. And I also, a lot of that came from hard work. And I knew I had talent. I'm at a different level of what type of talent I know. Now I would consider myself a comedic genius. Hands down, not even going to apologize for it just because of all. After you done as much training as me, what else is it going to be? I done trained in stand-up. I done trained in clowning. I've trained in improv. I've trained in sketch. I've trained in comedic acting. Eventually, I'm just going to stand in what I think and what I know.
Heard it.
I did not see myself as that in my 20s. But I thought I was talented, but I thought my talent came from hard work. But there is value in hard work. But I also watch people who are very successful that I'm like, it don't look like you working as hard as I did. It don't. It really doesn't. And damn it. Why is it not happening for me?
But you can't compare yourself.
You can't, but I do. And but I do on a regular basis. But I will say in my 20s is when I really firmly believe in hard work. I still do. It's very hard for me not to. It's just a part of who I am. It's a part of what my mother gave me as a part of my spirit. But I think in my 20s, I truly started to believe there was nothing hard work could not earn me.
Facts.
Because I was seeing it happen.
Yes.
And so I think I've debunked that a little bit, but that desire in me to show up and to show out and to like put in the blood, sweat, and tears has not left me yet. And I don't think it'll ever leave until, I take my last breath. I'll probably be working for that one too. One more. Before the end of the road.
That's Angel style.
Yeah, so now in my 40s, I feel a little bit like swaggy with it, where it's not so much like I'm about to put in all these hours of work. Now I feel more like, no, I'm showing up because I already put in the work to prove that I belong here.
Yes, you have.
So that's why I can say bold-ass statements like that, and people be like, bitch, nobody knows you. Anyways, I'm a comedic genius. Get to know me. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you all have enjoyed this episode of Mommy Confessions.
Honey, I know I have.
Okay.
Angel, you done pulled some stuff out of me I do not expect.
Well, we're going to keep pulling. We're going to be digging. All of us. We're going to be laying it out here on the table. Mommy Confessions will be going up every single Monday. This is a weekly show and podcast. Again, you can find it on Mama Likes YouTube channel, as well as Mommy Confessions on Facebook. You can listen to the audio anywhere podcasts are found. Quin, tell them where they can find you.
You guys can find me at Quin Walters on Instagram, and that's Quin with one N, y'all. Because even Mr. Marcus, her husband, spells it with 2 N's.
Yeah, well, girl, that baby can't spell.
Been on y'all for like 20 years almost.
He can't spell.
So Quin Walters.
And we're on television.
Oh, yes. You can. Oh, y'all funny. Every Wednesdays on BET, The House of Pain. I play Laura. I'll be up on there.
You be up on there. You do be. You can find me at That Chick Angel pretty much across all platforms. Just if you type that in, you will eventually find me. You can find my YouTube channel, That Chick Angel TV, where I have another podcast as well as weekly vlogs. You can also buy tickets to me and my husband's podcast tour, Is This Gonna Cause an Argument? The link will be in this bio as well as in the show notes. And you can find me on HBO on a Black Lady sketch show. The season is probably just completed, but go back on HBO Max. Watch all of them all over again. I won't stop you. Go on ahead. Well, until next time, we hope that you all are blessed. Leave us what your lessons are from your 20s, 30s, and 40s in the comments, or join Patreon, and you can watch this live at patreon.com/thatchickangel. Until next time, y'all be blessed.
God bless.
Bye.